Good evening, everyone. Day 32 of growing vegetables in Canada, outdoors. 132 days ago, my 3-year-old daughter got these plants all started organically by seeds indoors, soil, water, and natural light from the front window. So for day 32, the plants are absolutely thriving, doing fantastic. So let's take a quick gander. You have your chive onions. These were, these resprouted as right when the last frost came. They were planted last year and they're coming back beautifully. You have all your different onions in the front, from your yellow, Spanish, and reds. You have your beans, and as you can see, it's starting to move over onto that trellis, climbing really well, all of them. Then you have your bush green beans. Again, for reference, lots of flowers on them. You do have some beans that are right there growing really nicely, and they're all starting. You have your cucumbers, and you have your tomato plants. And again, with the tomato plants, you're going to want to make sure plants are starting to yield more tomatoes, and the tomatoes are getting heavier. The branches will start weighing down a lot more, so you want to make sure that when they start yielding their vegetation, you're going to want to tighten up a little bit of the strings there and make sure that they're more secure onto the post. I added a couple more yarn strings to tie it up, as this one branch with all these tomatoes on it were really starting to get heavy. So you just want to make sure that as your plant starts to bear the vegetation or the tomatoes, you want to keep the plants consistently tight to the post. You don't want the plant to break or snap as it starts weighing and then just waste all those tomatoes. So we went through and I made sure that I secured a lot of my tomato plants as they were starting to grow really tall. As you can see, this plant is growing beautifully, all of them. So I secured them all, made sure that as they start yielding more of the tomatoes, you're going to want to secure them. And as you can see over in here at the very back, you have some nice beautiful tomatoes starting there as well, all over the plant. Some wonderful cherries all right there, with some more bigger ones growing over there. And you have your rainbow bell peppers. You have your eggplant in the back. You have your zucchinis, which are doing absolutely amazing as well. Then you have your black diamond watermelon, which I mentioned a few videos again. I'm going to try this as a project. I usually don't grow watermelons or fruit, but we're going to trellis them along the fence, the vines, and we're going to hammock the watermelon. So not sure how it's going to do, but we're going to give it a shot. And if we come over to here, you have your broccoli, cauliflower, you have your celery, all your beautiful lettuce coming in really well. You have your beets, your spinach, and again with your spinach, what you're going to want to do to keep them around, when they start sprouting a flower on them, you're going to want to pick that flower off. The longer you leave the flower on, it's going to produce seeds. It's going to make your spinach pretty much done for the season. So you want to keep, as you see those sprouts, they look like little flowers that start sprouting out. You're going to want to pick them off. This way you can keep your spinach going for quite some time. Then you have your carrots and your strawberries, with a lot of beautiful strawberries already starting on them, which is great. For day 32, everything's coming along fantastic, looking great. So I thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you all had a wonderful day today, and we'll see you back tomorrow for day 33. Thanks and take care.